Hello, welcome to my podcast. We're going to talk about my favourite subject again, aggression. How to deal with an aggressive person in 4 easy steps. Now, aggression is something that we all encounter. We're not always on the receiving end. We're capable of using self-control at time. However, when the emotion kicks in, that's it goes to town. A simple example of this is a word. When I was at school, I had one youth was arguing with another youth, and he said a word, your mum. You can guess what it is, your mum. Anyway, he went from 0 to 60 in less time than I can believe, and he was very, very upset. And he needed to be upset because what the other people said was not nice. Now, it's important to remember that the aggression is not necessarily meant for you. Things may have become too much at that moment. We're then faced with a choice where we need to react. Now, to resolve the situation, it's going to be a little more difficult. However, I have got these tips and they do work. The first tip is listen attentively. By listen, I mean using 1, 2, your ears. When conflict arises, the important thing is to prevent it from escalating. The most common cause of escalation is the failure to recognise what is happening and the failure to listen. If you genuinely want to resolve that dispute, that bit of conflict, you're going to have to do something different. And it's not going to be what you've done before because it doesn't work. Now, you don't want to listen to them all the time, but you want to listen to them with the intention and the understanding that you will get the problem resolved.
Gotcha.
Now, 2, seek to understand them. To follow on from the previous point, you need to understand how they're feeling and how they're feeling about what. You need to take some sort of action, not only to prevent them from struggling or from fighting, but to do something positive. Now, the aggressive person will see you trying to understand the situation. This is very often a good thing and can calm it down. And what they used to say in behaviour was quite simple. Behaviour breeds behaviour. So when you're approaching a person, approach the person with something that is positive and see if you can solve the problem without saying too much. Now, put yourself in their shoes. Perspective is a wonderful thing. When you find your face with an aggressive person spitting his dummy out, take a moment to see from their point of view. You may be surprised. It may not have been their fault. It may be someone else's fault. This helps you understand things a lot better. And not only do you understand things, you might have the solution right in your hands. I'm hoping you will. Point 5, resist the urge to retaliate. You've got to be careful of this. When you have someone behaving in an inappropriate manner, it can be very tempting to retaliate or give them a piece of your mind. Now, I tend to like to give them a piece of my mind, but resist it. Don't do that, because if you give them a piece of your mind, there's going to be a problem, and we don't want that problem. And also, know when to call it quits. Not all situations can be resolved. Some situations are deep, and they don't take long to happen. But you've got to use your common sense. And you've got to understand that you've got to respect people and behave in a manner that is okay. Because the other person will most probably behave in a manner that is unreasonable. And you know what? You as a person trying to do a job or just a friend, you don't have to accept that. You don't. You get yourself involved, you have to extract yourself from the situation sometimes. And that is not easy to do. Now, we're all capable of losing control of our emotions from time to time. There was a guy, funny enough, on this road there, Old Kent Road, and he had a wonderful way of arguing. He said to the guy, your mother. And the guy said, what? Your mother. And the guy went forward to him, and he said, your mother. Clearly, this was not done, and they started to fight, which was an interesting fight, funny enough. But it went on to basically get the police involved. So rather than react to a situation, calm it down, stop, see what's going on. Remember, aggressive people can be dangerous, so always make sure that there's, between you and that aggressive person, there's some way of escaping. If you're in a building or in a room, make sure the door is behind you, make sure you know that the door's open, make sure that you can walk out that door at any time. There is no problem when dealing with an aggressive person, making it this really does not help. It doesn't help anybody. Anyway, hope this is of interest. If you want me, don't talk to me, send me an email. Hope you have a good day.